Dressing like me, gotta stay protected. Legend in my own mind, Machiavelli. Tell me I'm their favorite MC, so I really had to see mom's name on my sleeve. Am I really that nice? Gotta always keep it G. I don't explain much, I just keep a chain tucked and keep it tucked. Started on that school bus, now I'm in a big truck. In us, we trust, and pics hold my up. Never watching Friday in the old school, making bucks. If you haven't made 7 figures, can't relate to us. I own everything, saw my name, this major, bruh.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. Legendary.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win. And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota, 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, the Clippers tied up with them.
And right now for the Clippers, they haven't let down their fan base in terms of where they are early in the season. They've notched some huge wins and just kind of edged themselves up the standing.
Well, riddle me this. Can they keep coming up with those huge wins? Can they keep edging up in the standings? Not sure, because we're getting to the part of the schedule where the great teams separate themselves from the good ones.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Anthony Edwards. Downs is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And Russell gets it to go. And long-range shooting a strength for both of these teams, Brent. What was the best shooting team you ever were a part of?
Now, Kevin, I have to look up the numbers because I might be wrong in terms of percentage, but the feel that I get was a team that I played for in Seattle. It had Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis, Luke Ridenour, who was a young player at that time, but that Seattle team had a lot of guys who could gun it up there and look for that 3 ball. That was a great shooting team. Excellent awareness, enough room for D'Angelo to squeeze one off that time.
Leonard against Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the layup's good off the glass.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Jackson. This game he had 10 points. George finds Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You know, stretching the floor, Kawhi Leonard out of that distance. You're just so fearful of him driving by, and he knocks one down with confidence.
Back to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. There's Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. Jacks up a three. Kept alive, Minnesota. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jackson against Russell. Towns with the steal. Inside, here's Noel. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Patrick Beverly.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Here's Leonard. That shot misses. And Minnesota now the other way.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor.
Here's Russell. Paul George making his last shot. Now Russell. 5 points in the game. It's hauled in by George.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Defended by Towns. Releases. And that one goes long. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Well, once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shots.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
And he nails the third. Minnesota in the lead. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Timeout call.
Here's Edwards. That's short off the rim.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Jackson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
That's a smart
foul.
play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
With his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And that one falls for Jackson. And it's tied up with that one. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. To the middle. Here's Vanderbilt. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
Well, we've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lets it go to the left wing. Here's Okogie. Offensive rebound. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Jackson against Russell. Jackson kicks to George. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
Now here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Hartenstein's checked in for Los Angeles. Norman Powell comes in for Marcus Morris. Minnesota also with the sub. Reed's checked in. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Beverly. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's George. Leonard inside. Funded by Reed.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Beverly looking around. Russell high post. Shot clock at 6. Beverly with the ball. Fouls there, and it's Beverly missing.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Outside for George. Pass to Hartenstein. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by Okogie. Minnesota leading by 3. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Timberwolves also making a change. McDaniels checked in. Los Angeles on D. To the inside. Here's Beasley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, for a guy who does a lot of his work on the perimeter, Beasley gets into the painted area.
Here's Mann. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Minnesota leading by 4. Beasley, the pass to Reed, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's his first. Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That one falls for Reed. Here's Kennard. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami. 3-pointer. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
The Timberwolves made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That one is no good. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul. 5th team foul.
The Clippers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Terrence Mann taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 6-point lead. Reed kicks to Beasley. Back to Reed. Kicks it out to Beasley. Drills the three-pointer. Beasley's got his second basket of the night.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Timberwolves leading by 9 to the paint. And finished off by McDaniel.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Now, here's Kennard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Down low. A shot by McDaniels. No good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Foul. That's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Russell. Driving in. It doesn't go for him.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And Batum throws it down.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Mann, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Hartenstein score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low.
2 minutes remaining.
They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Reed. 9 points last game out. Beasley right side. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Reed. Clippers trail by 8. Mann passes to Powell. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Powell.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Russell. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to Reed. Top of the key, McDaniels. Beasley against Powell. From the arc. No good from Beasley. It's Powell with the drive.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The pass to Russell. And the layup falls.
D'Angelo Russell.
Russell's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's nice coordination, as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Pass to Kennard. And another three for the Clippers.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Russell passes to Reed. Now here's McDaniel. D right on him. Russell feeling it out a bit. No problems knocking that one down. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, that's a sweet lefty stroke from D'Angelo.
Clippers trail by 5. Here's Mann. Passes it to Kennard. Now here's Powell. Covered by Beasley. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Hartenstein is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Mann in at the 1 spot.
Well, understanding not only the routes, but the speed and angles of those routes, Russell with the knack to find the right spot.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
Edwards kicks to Reed. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Minnesota also with the sub. Towns, he's checked in for Nasri. And they get it back. And that one is good by Beasley.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards, a part of a class that needed more time, though.
Yeah, the talent is clearly there. And don't forget the pandemic cutting the college careers of many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Kennard for 3. Beasley with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Edwards can't hit.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Russell passes to Towns. Beasley outside. 5 on the clock. Releases. They get the rebound. Goes up again. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 6.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
It's Powell on the wing. Over Russell. Powell kicks to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
The pass to Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. There's the dish to Russell. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing. A true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
First one falls for him. And with the rise of guards like Steph Curry and Trae Young, seems like the little guys are really making their mark in the NBA.
Well, they're starting to affect, Kevin, the way that really management is looking at building out their team. You're trying to find wings that are equipped with defensive ability but willingness to shoot the three ball, guards that are small enough and quick enough to get you an advantage to spread the floor a little bit. So the three ball and the way team construction has happened has changed the league quite rapidly.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Jackson kicks to George. Takes it inside, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, it was weird because it looked like the defense was ready for the move, but Paul George had a little something extra for him.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Towns. Second shot opportunity. Edwards. That's good. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Jackson against Beverly. The three from George. Stolen by Beverly. Prince outside. Count it. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
For some reason, they've also had guys in the right spots on the offensive glass. Lots of putbacks. Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Pass to Vanderbilt. Leonard against Edwards. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Okogie's checked in for Taurean Prince. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Towns kicks to Beverly. The three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Edwards. and it comes off the front of the rim.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Minnesota leading by 5. Beverly the pass to Towns. A second chance effort. They shoot again. And good that time. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Patrick Beverly. That's his 4th personal foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Clippers, Reggie Jackson at the stripe, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Jackson. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Patrick Beverly. Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. Towns up top. He kicks it to McDaniels. And the rejection by Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal
For so
foul.
long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick in the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to, but Paul George still gets it done.
The first one falls.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. There's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
And the Clippers making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And George drops them both.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Edwards looking it over. The 10-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Here's Edwards driving to the basket. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. It's checked in. So it's Minnesota now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Shots good by Noel.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes it to Leonard. Another shot. No good from Zubac. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. Here's Noel. Reed. And he uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 9 points.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. Got a hand on it. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Noel passes to Reed. Edwards against Leonard. Here's Reed. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
It's George on the wing for the 3. Outside for Jackson. Leonard with the ball. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Miami.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
All we know Zubats can eat up space inside. Brent, great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubats is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Timberwolves shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Beasley kicks to Reed. No good from outside. The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Jackson dishes to George. Shoots the 3. Good on the three-point shot. George has got the lead up to 3 now. It's for Los Angeles.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Jackson against Russell. Over Jackson. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3. Now the pass to Hartenstein. Outside, George. Dishes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Outside, Leonard. Timberwolves trail by 3. Easily in the post. Jackson on him. LA's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson. Using his poise and vision to make a play.
1:35 left in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by George, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. McDaniels passes to Russell. And they get it into the lane. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
Jackson against Russell. Pass to Leonard. Good on the shot.
Well, what a game by Leonard, but you wouldn't know it by the way he's reacting out there. Just stone-faced, but getting the job done.
Jackson against Russell. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson against Russell. Jackson kicks to George. Here's Hartenstein. And he's way off from outside. Timberwolves trail by 5. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. 17 foul. Coming onto the floor for your Clippers, Norman Powell.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Russell with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Leonard from 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Russell affected that shot. He used his length and some effort on defense that time.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. He's really stood out for them to this point. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They made a lot of trips to the free throw line. That speaks for how aggressive they've been, attacking at every opportunity. They're not playing with the finesse game that the other teams play.
And Shaq, what did you think about Minnesota?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns. Edwards is out there with Russell. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. Lets it go with the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Leonard gets it to go.
The offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Here's Noel. Defended by George. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Noel.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through the cue play.
Leonard looking over the floor from the stripe. Minnesota with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside for Jackson. Over Russell. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 8.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Russell, that one off the back iron and out.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
George finds Zubac. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second
An outstanding
foul.
defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Patrick Beverly is checked in for Noel.
Patrick Beverly.
The Timberwolves trail. Beverly the pass to Towns. Back to Beverly. And it's sent back by George.
He can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. The 3. And Paul George good for the 3. 18 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
The kick out to Towns. Passes to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. Knocked loose. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound by the Clippers. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. From 17 feet out. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
To the paint. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Zubac. Back to George. Over Beverly. George, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beverly wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverly's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And Pat Beverly, one of the most antagonizing guys in the league, Brent. How would you go about keeping him out of your head?
Well, I would bring tweezers to the game, Kevin, to be honest with you, to try to remove that splinter as soon as possible. Once Pat Beverly gets up underneath you, man, he could cause guys some confusion and get them really frustrated.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Jackson. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. George passes to Batum. In the corner, Kennard with it. And the three ball is good. Kennard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Beverly finds Towns. Outside Edwards. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's Edwards, defended by Batum. For 3. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Vanderbilt misses. Clippers leading by 5. And the pass to Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. With the drive. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Mann passes to Kennard. The 3 from George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Beverly dishes to Edwards. Prince outside. To the wing right side. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Karl Anthony Towns.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mann passes to Batum. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Batum's got 5 points so far. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. To the inside. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside, George. Here's Mann, guarded by Prince. Now, here's Kennard. He's got 6, 4 on the clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And, oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. Edwards passes to Prince. From down low. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. In the corner, Kennard with it. Offline with his 3.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
To the middle, here's Towns. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days, but they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Defended by Towns. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Gets the assist.
And Minnesota has possession. And the Timberwolves call timeout. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
A different look for the Clippers. Hartenstein's checked in for Marcus Morris, and it's Powell in for George. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. Okogie's checked in for Taurean Prince, and it's Beasley in for Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles leading by 4. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Hartenstein. Kennard for 3. Beasley with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting not great, 40% for the game. Beverly for 3. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Reed with the block. Powell kicks to Kennard. Back to Powell. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
The free throw drops for Powell. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Beverly. He's got 7. Passes it to Reed. No good that time. Okogie. And he stays with it.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Kicks it to Powell. Here's Mann. He has 5. Batum passes to Hartenstein.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mann. Here's Batum. And too long on the shot. Timberwolves trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
That's his third.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
A minute 42 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Deflected by Hartenstein, and they'll keep possession.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Mann passes to Batum. Here's Hartenstein. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. McDaniels dishes to Beasley. Driving inside. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And the agility on Beasley's drive, really tough for the defense to deal with.
Here's Mann. And the basket is good. Mann's got 7.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Inside. It's deflected. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kennard finds Powell. Back to Kennard. Latrey bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Hartenstein. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Terrence Mann. Minnesota also with the sub. Russell's checked in. And here's Jackson. He's got 8. The pass to Kennard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Right back after this break. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Attacking, all right? Now, come on, be aggressive, all right? Let's move the ball, let's swing the ball, move body, drive and kick, all right?
Well, staying focused on the task at hand. You heard it in Coach Lue's voice, urging his guys on.
All about focus and how you execute at this point. Tough to beat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Norman Powell. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here is Russell. And he drives in, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the play there from D'Lo. Uses the play, gets some space, and then knocks it down.
Here's Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniel's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Reed the pass to Russell. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Powell the pass to Jackson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pass to Reed. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Tries again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jaden McDaniel.
That's on Jaden McDaniel.
Personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The line for your Clippers. Ivica Zubac taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Marcus Morris is checked in for Luke Kennard. And both free throws good for Zubac.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Russell high post. Jackson on him. Russell no luck. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Leonard. Going inside. Minnesota with the rebound. Agoghi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Russell from long range. A three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you got to chase him off the three-point line and not let him get into that kind of rhythm as Russell knocks one in.
Right side Leonard. Powell for 3. Rebound by Agoghi. Agoghi's got 6 rebounds in the game. Beasley with a clean look. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Launches it. And they'll get another chance. Leonard, that's for 2. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 3. 13 feet away. McDaniels kicks to Beasley. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Leonard's got 24 points.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. Vanderbilt comes in for McDaniel. And it's Edwards in for Josh Agoghi. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David. Here's Powell. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Russell with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got 23 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Leonard. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
And down it goes. Dunk threw off a wonderful assist.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies that wheel on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
No good from Zubac for Minnesota. They've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Edwards, that's good.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Zubac. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Leonard attacking, and no good that time.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Towns dishes to Russell, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Minnesota. Russell. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
But don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson passes to George. Can't connect from short range. Minnesota leading by 4. And Beverly kicks to Russell. Beverly against Zubac. Over in the corner, Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Jackson against Russell. Pass to Vanderbilt. Out to Edwards. Over Leonard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Mercy. Towns relentless, not giving up after the miss, putting his stamp on this game.
Outside, George. He can't get it to go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
Clippers trail by 3. Jackson passes to Zubac. And it's in there. Zubac has got 4 this quarter.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
It's Russell with the drive. That one wide left. LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Minnesota with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Beasley. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
And the Clippers call time here. And although he's a little undersized as a shooting guard, Beasley is still a great rebounder.
Yeah, and can regularly hit double-digit totals in that area. very quick to the ball. Always nice to have a great rebounding guard.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Here's Jackson. Here he goes. The three from Leonard. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Russell against Jackson. Russell left side. And he makes good on the layup. Russell's got 27 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the rejection by Towns. Here's Leonard, and there's the drive. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Edwards. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
Minnesota calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And Minnesota has possession. Now Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Leonard.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And after all that time, finally they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Outside Russell. Over Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:32 left in the game. Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Zubats.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Outside Leonard. Defended by Towns. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room. Well, that makes sense.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Russell against Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Pulls it from the elbow. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
All right. And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Change here.
Timberwolves substitution, Jaden McDaniel.
Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 3. Outside Edwards. From deep. Can't knock in the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Clippers. At the charity stripe, Paul George. At the line for 2.
Hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So the Clippers with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.